Good morning, everyone. So this is the practical classes for the standard 11. So we are going to do this practical in the form of videos. So I will tell all the students of Pentecostal Assembly School, please watch this video and try to understand which practicals we are going to do in the standard 11 and how we are going to do the practicals. So first practical what we are going to do is the vernier caliper. So first of all, you see, I think we have given you the book list. If it is not, then very soon we are going to share the book list, and please assure that you have that book. And see, without practical, we are not going to understand many things. So I think practical is very important. So first experiment, I know maybe you're not going to do the practical at home, but I am trying to build the understanding of the practicals, like what are the practicals, just get to know about them. So as first experiment you can see on the screen is to measure the diameter of a small spherical and cylindrical body using vernier caliper. Okay, so first of all we should know that which device we are talking about in this experiment is the vernier caliper. So I want to show you the vernier caliper. First you see the vernier caliper diagram. This is the vernier caliper diagram, and I want you to see the actual vernier caliper. So just you can see this is the vernier caliper what we have in the lab we have. So this is the vernier caliper, you can see. So first thing I want to tell about this. In the vernier caliper we have two scales. Please understand here as the main scale. This scale is known as main scale, and you can see the very small scale is from here to here. This scale is known as vernier scale, and this vernier scale is movable. So vernier scale is going to move on the main scale. You can see we can move the vernier scale on the main scale. And in the vernier caliper, this is known as jaws. What is this? This is jaws. This is known as big jaw, and this is known as small jaws. So we will use these jaws for finding the diameter of the spherical body or cylindrical body. Now the next thing we have to know about this experiment is to understand the least count and zero error for this device. So first of all is the least count. So you should know is the least count is what? Least count is the minimum measurement made by any device is known as its least count. So what is the least count of this vernier caliper? The least count of this vernier caliper, I want to show you this book. That least count of the vernier caliper is calculated here. So I will explain to you how the least count is calculated. As you can see in the book, that least count is calculated by, you can see first in this how many verniers in the vernier scale, how many divisions are there. Can you see here are 10 divisions. If you can see in the vernier scale from here to here there are 10 divisions, and this first line in the vernier scale is known as vernier 0. Then you can see the smaller lines 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 5, and like this 10. So how many divisions are there in the vernier scale? There are 10 divisions in the vernier scale. And you know what is the relation between vernier scale division and main scale division? So we can see clearly that vernier scale division are smaller. So we have the 10 division of the vernier scale are equal to the 9 divisions in the main scale. 10 division in the vernier scale is the 9 division in the main scale. So always we can see that if there are n number of division in vernier scale, then there will be n minus 1 division in the main scale. Always in the main scale where number of division is 1 less. Now you can see this formula, means how can we find from this that n number of vernier scale division is equal to n minus 1 main scale division. All of you can see it's very easy to understand. If there are n vernier scale division, then it will be equal to n minus 1 main scale division. As I told, in my vernier scale we have, if there are 10 division in the vernier scale, then it is equal to the 9 division in the main scale. So it's always one less. So you can see here, 1 vernier scale division is equal to n minus 1 by n main scale division. So what is here vernier constant? Vernier constant is also the least count of vernier caliper. How it is calculated then? So vernier constant is equal to 1 main scale division minus 1 vernier scale division. So that is only the least count. Then you can see the value of 1 vernier scale division. This value is put over here, and so we are getting 1 by n main scale division. So all of you know what is 1 main scale division. 1 main scale division is 1 millimeter. All of you know you have main scale, the scale you are using at home, that is the, we can say, the main scale. So in that our main scale division is 1 millimeter. So putting the value of 1 main scale division, so you are getting 0.01 centimeter. So I hope it is clear that least count, this is the least count of the vernier caliper, 0.01 centimeter, and this least count is also known as vernier constant. Next thing what we will understand, that for this device, least count you understood how to calculate, and for this device, that next thing we will understand is the zero error. So you understand the zero error. So what is the zero error? So zero error, you know, it's a instrumental error for any device. So how we will understand that this device is having zero error or not? So first of all, you join the jaws of this, you have joined, and now you can see if the vernier scale division 0, means we can say it vernier 0, this is the first line is known as vernier 0. If it is coinciding with the main scale 0, then this device has no zero error. So this device has no zero error. But then also how maybe we have in other device there is zero error. So for that we understand how you will understand that this device has zero error. So if when you join the jaws, that time if the 0 of the main scale does not coincide to the vernier 0, then we can say it has zero error. Now the thing is, what are the types of zero error? There are two types of zero error. One is positive zero error and second is negative zero error. So when it is said to be positive zero error, so now you understand, when the jaws are joined, then the 0 of the vernier scale is right side to the 0 of the main scale. That is known as positive zero error. And when the 0 of the vernier is left side of the 0 of the main scale, then it is known as negative zero error. Now understand how we are going to calculate the zero error. This you understood when we say that there is zero error. But how you will calculate the zero error? You can see this book. If you can see in the diagram, it is clear. 0 of the vernier caliper is right side of the, this is the 0 of the vernier caliper, right side of the main scale. Then it has which zero error? Positive zero error. Okay. So how we are going to calculate the zero error? So we can calculate if the 0 of the vernier is right side of the main scale 0 and it is coinciding, suppose first line of the main scale, and in this example it is shown that it is coinciding with the third line of the main scale, but it is not drawn here. So it is plus 3 into vernier constant. What is the zero error that time? Plus 3 into vernier constant, and the vernier constant value is 0.01 centimeter. So when you multiply, so this much is the zero error. So what we are going to do, the zero error, we will finally, we are going to add the negative zero error in the main, when you calculate the reading, and you subtract the positive zero error.